Welcome to Healing Energies with Empress Shay. I'm Empress Shay, and if this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, my loves. I'm a student of all things spiritual, and today I'm seeking divine guidance from my spirit guides. As we tune into the energies flowing through today's reading, we'll also touch on the planetary alignments influencing these frequencies. Now remember, not everything shared today will resonate for everyone. So take what speaks to you and your soul and leave what doesn't. And if you know someone that might be interested in hearing this, or you know that they need to hear it, share it. Sharing is caring. Thank you. See you soon.
Is it really worth fighting for? I will give you everything and more. You ain't gotta hide, I see you behind your pride. You ain't gotta tell me, cause baby, you know that I know that you miss it. I know that you tell me that you miss it. Tell me that you and you know that.
Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirit, we are looking for the energies, the current energies for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Looking for the energies for the collective, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you. The energy for the collective, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Yes. And we have the Nine of Swords. Alrighty. The Nine of Swords. And the Six of Swords. And the Sun. Out comes the Sun. Yes. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Still working. And the Devil. And the Seven of Wands. Three of Swords. There go the heartbreak. Disappointment. The Queen of Cups. Yes, steady, steady, steady. And the Eight of Swords. Okay. Some very good energy today. Very, very, very good. And there it is. There she is. The Queen of Wands. She showed up. Come on, girl. Come on. All right. Yeah, this is a powerful spread. It moves from shadow into resilience and then into empowerment. Here's a breakdown. So, in row one, the theme is facing inner pain and working through it. Because we have that Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. The Nine of Swords shows collective anxiety, sleepless nights, and mental overwhelm. The Eight of Pentacles reminds us that healing is a practice. Step by step, we can refine our tools and skills to move forward. And that Three of Swords is all about confirming heartbreak or disappointment. It's surfacing, but paired with the Eight of Pentacles, it suggests that we're learning how to process grief constructively. And the message for this row is pain is present, but it's also a teacher. This week's begins with shadow work and intentional healing. And if any of you are in on that healing portal, that we're doing the 30-day healing portal, I see why this is saying that. I really do, because it's been very relieving. It really has. And we are in the week of ancestral cleansing. So this is a very good week for it. So yeah, facing inner pain and working through it. That's row 1. Okay. And then with row 2, we have the Sun, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. And the theme is breakthroughs and resistance. Breakthroughs and resistance. The Sun brings clarity, joy, and illumination after the heaviness of row 1. Like light breaks through. The Seven of Wands shows the need to defend your truth and stand firm against opposition. All about defending your truth and standing firm against opposition. And that Eight of Swords, it warns of mental traps. Freedom is possible, but only if we recognize self-imposed limitations. The limitations that we impose on ourselves. If we recognize that, freedom is possible. And the message for this row is even when clarity arrives, the collective may feel resistance or fear. The challenge is to trust the light and not retreat into old patterns. Trust the light. Don't retreat into old patterns. The old patterns wants to tell you that it's not okay. It's going bad. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And as you guys know, that Eight of Swords is just, she thought she was entangled, but she really wasn't. She was only entangled in her mind. Her mind was entangled. Her thoughts had her trapped. So be careful for that.
The Bluetooth device is connected
Be
successfully.
careful for that. And I'm sorry, my Bluetooth likes to talk at me. Yes, so row 3 is the Six of Swords, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. And that theme is transition, temptation, and emotional mastery. Mastering those emotions. This is the unbothered queen, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water. Unbothered, because y'all know when water signs are clear, we're unbothered. We don't allow our emotions to attack us. We are in control. So I wish I could just break it down for you right now, but I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to really do that one day for you guys. But yes, she's unbothered. So even though the devil's in the midst, she like, psh, whatever. Okay? So this is what we're doing. This week's this week asks us to consciously release toxic patterns. Consciously, very intentional, very on purpose. Release those toxic patterns and lean into emotional intelligence. Lean into it. Healing flows when we honor our inner waters. Honor them. It's okay. You have to give yourself room to feel. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, babe, why are you feeling this way? Let's work through this and do it. I hate to sound like I'm simplifying it, but it is. It is. It's because remember, she's all tangled up because of thoughts in her head. She got it all tangled. Just let those thoughts just drive her bananas. You ever did that? I know I did that. In my younger days, I'd pull, it's like a thread. You pull on that thread, and before you know, everything then unraveled. Then you're like, oh no! Okay? So, yes. All right, that is the message for that. And the card underneath is the Queen of Wands. It's all about empowered leadership and radiant confidence. The Queen of Wands is the hidden influence. She urges the collective to step into bold self-expression, creativity, and magnetic presence. That Queen of Wands, that magnetic presence, that's that fire, okay? You know how fire is it pulls you in because you want to get warm, by the fire. Okay? Yes. So it pulls you in just enough to be relaxed and clear. So she is the reminder that through shadow, heartbreak, and resistance, we emerge radiant, powerful, and ready to lead with fire. Ready to lead. That's why a lot of our leaders, politically, and a lot of leaders are fire signs. You will find they're gonna be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And even if it's sun, it could be sun, moon, or rising. But a lot of the leaders are because, yeah, you have to have some type of just power to lead. You have to, you can't be squeamish. Okay, so that's for another day. So the collective energy summary, I would say that this week is a journey from shadow to empowerment. From shadow to empowerment, totally empowered. Okay, totally. When your emotions are strong, when you're strong in your emotions, you're powerful. You are powerful. You get those emotions in check, you're powerful. Okay? Start by facing pain and practicing healing. Facing it. Don't be afraid and practice healing. And then middle is defending joy and breaking free from mental traps. And then at the end is all about transitioning away from toxicity and being guided by compassion. And everybody know that the devil card is all about toxicity. It's all about just self illusion. It is all about, leading yourself astray, and or someone else leading you astray. That's what it's about. So I would like to talk about these planetary alignments. In row 1, the spread is rich with movement, with shadows into empowerment. So it's all about confronting pain and learning through it. That's the energy of row 1. Confronting your pain and learning through it. That 9 of Swords shows collective anxiety and mental heaviness. And the 8 of Pentacles reminds us that healing is a practice. Okay? Step by step, we refine our tools. And that 3 of Swords, it confirms heartbreak or disappointment surfacing, but paired with the 8 of Pentacles, it suggests that we're actively learning how to process grief constructively. We are actively learning how to process grief constructively. So this week begins with shadow work. Pain is present, but it's also a teacher. And for row 2, that Sun and 7 of Wands and 8 of Swords, it's all about breakthroughs and resistance. That Sun brings clarity, joy, and illumination. Light breaking through the heaviness. Light breaking through that heaviness. And that 7 of Wands shows the need to defend your truth and stand firm against opposition. That 8 of Swords warns of mental traps. It warns of mental traps. Freedom is possible, but only if we recognize self-imposed limitations. And the message for this row is, even when clarity arrives, resistance or fear may surface. The challenge is to trust the light and not retreat into old patterns. Trust the light and don't retreat into old patterns. Okay? As long as you can get past that, you are okay. You are cooking with gas. You are moving forward, baby. And in that third row, with the 6 of Swords, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups, it's all about transition, temptation, and emotional mastery. Transition, they're moving on. Temptation, okay, and emotional mastery. That 6 of Swords signals movement away from turbulence. They're moving away from any turbulence. The collective energy shifts towards calmer waters. We are all shifting towards calmer waters. The Devil reminds us that attachments, illusions, or toxic cycles can pull us back. Don't be pulled back. Recognize the toxic cycles as they present themselves and say, no, not today. No, no, devil, not today. Mm-mm. Okay. The Six of Cups offers healing through compassion, intuition, and emotional wisdom. She's the antidote to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the antidote to the devil's chains. She's the antidote. She is Miss Unbothered. Miss Unbothered. Okay? She like, no, devil, not today. I love it. And then the Queen of Wands, though, that Queen of Fire, that's the hidden influence. She's empowered leadership and radiant confidence. She urges the collective to step into bold self expression, creativity, and magnetic presence. Step into it. Step into it. You ever, I don't know if you guys ever did this, but I have. You ever felt really nervous about doing something like you needed to give a speech, or you just nervous about it, or I don't know. I've been in this situation several times, and I find that when you go inward and you pull out that boldness. First of all, make sure you're ready. Prepare, prepare. You must be prepared. But then, even though you're nervous, you pull out of you all the strength and all the clarity and all the poise. And before you know it, you are doing a absolutely magnificent. You shock yourself. I've done this. I've like, oh my God, I was so nervous. And shockingly, something, that fire came up out of me. And it's like, phew, got it. Got it. And preparation is important. But that is all about that radiant power of that Queen of Wands energy, the radiant power of it. So, this week is a journey from shadow to empowerment. At the start is facing pain and practicing healing. The middle is defending joy and breaking free from mental traps. And at the end, it's all about transitioning away from toxicity and being guided by compassion. That hidden influence is that bold, radiant leadership is waiting to be claimed. That bold, radiant leadership. And then that planetary alignments, we have the sun in Sagittarius is going into Capricorn on December 21st. And that Sagittarius season fuels optimism. It fuels optimism. It fuels expansion. Jupiter is the planet for Sagittarius. All about expansion and illumination. And it resonates with that sun card. There. As the sun enters Capricorn on the 21st, energy shifts towards structure, discipline, and long-term goals. And it's echoing that Eight of Pentacles, because that's all about working towards those long-term goals. And the collective needs to ground healing into practice. Mars in Sagittarius and Capricorn on December 15th And I do want to say something about Capricorn right now. Um, as you guys know, I'm always saying this, energy portals open up. There's a 5 day window. It's always 2 days before and 2 days after. Those are the powerful windows. That's the powerful 5 days. Now, Capricorn, I'm talking about Capricorn entering, even though it doesn't enter until the 21st, legitimately that energy is already here on the 19th, okay? Which is next Friday. So just keep that in mind. So what I want to tell you about that though is Mars in Sagittarius and it's going into Capricorn on December 15th. So Mars is currently in Sagittarius, but it's going into Capricorn on December 15th. So keep that in mind. Mars in Sagittarius inspires bold moves and resistance, much like that Seven of Wands. Bold moves and resistance. Its ingress into Capricorn tests persistence and discipline, resonating with that Devil card. Devil card is all about temptations and attachments, but also offering the determination to break free. Now, Venus is in Sagittarius. There is a lot of planets in Sagittarius right now, guys. But Venus is in Sagittarius as well. And it's going into Capricorn on December 22nd. So Venus in Sagittarius, it brings joy, connection, and blunt honesty. Y'all ever met a Sagittarius? Do you guys have any Sagittarius in your life? Because that is one definite thing about a Sagittarius. They have such blunt honesty, and sometimes it can come off as cutting or, but it's not meant that way. If you really know the person, you'll know it's really not meant that way. They just have a curt way of speaking at times, and it's not always the sweetest. It don't always come out sweet like us cancers. We give it to you sweet even if it's sour, but Sagittarius, they give it to you just like that. Okay? So anyway, let's move forward. The Queen of the Venus in Sagittarius bringing joy, connection, and blunt honesty, mirroring that Queen of Cups, emotional clarity. Okay? Moving into Capricorn, Venus grounds relationships in loyalty and consistency, aligning with the Queen of Wands, empowered leadership. And then Mercury is in Scorpio, but it's going into Sagittarius on December 11th. So it goes into Sagittarius on December 11th, which is the day that this is coming out. Mercury's shift expands communication and perspective, helping us move from the Nine of Swords, mental trap, into broader clarity. This resonates with the Six of Swords, guiding collective thought forward, calmer waters, through calmer waters. The Six of Swords is guiding the collective thought towards calmer waters. Okay? And then we have Neptune going direct in Pisces on December 11th as well. Lots of good energy happening on December 11th. But that Neptune going direct in Pisces, after months of retrograde, Neptune's direct motion restores vision and faith, echoing the Queen of Cups, intuitive healing. It cuts through confusion, much like moving beyond the Eight of Swords illusion. So it's cutting through that Eight of Swords illusions. And retrogrades, which is Jupiter in Cancer, we've been talking about that. We are in that healing portal. Day 11 is out. Okay. And that retrograde in Cancer asks for emotional review, resonating with the Three of Swords, heartbreak, and healing. Uranus in Taurus and Saturn in Pisces harmonize innovation with patience, reflecting the transition of the Six of Swords. Chiron retrograde exposes wounds for healing, aligning, and shadow work of the Nine of Swords. So how this resonates is in row 1, that Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. That's Jupiter retrograde and Mercury's shift, confronting pain, practicing healing. So it's confronting pain and practicing healing. Okay. Then in row 2, the Sun, the Seven of Wands, and Eight of Swords, the Sun in Sagittarius plus the Mars in Sagittarius, clarity, resistance, and breaking mental traps. Breaking those mental traps. And then in row 3, that's Six of Swords, Devil, and the Queen of Cups. That's Neptune going direct. That's Mars and Venus in Capricorn. Transition, it's all about transition, temptation, and emotional mastery. And then that Queen of Wands underneath, that's Venus and Mars meeting in Capricorn. Empowered magnetic leadership. Energy rising at year's end. In short, Sagittarius fire brings clarity and courage. Capricorn, earth grounds, discipline, and empowerment. While Neptune's direct motion restores intuition. This perfectly mirrors this spread from shadow of the Nine of Swords and the Devil into radiant leadership of the Queen of Wands. And that is all about illumination through shadows. And that Queen of Wands rising. Yes. So thank you for journeying with me through this week's Illumination Through Shadows reading. Remember, the cards remind us that even in our darkest moments, clarity and empowerment are waiting to rise. If this message resonates, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps this collective grow and shine brighter together. And mark your calendars. I'll be closing out the year with a special holiday tarot pull on December 31st. It will be a powerful moment to release what no longer serves us and step boldly into the new year with radiant Queen of Wands energy. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep walking in the light, even through the shadows. And don't forget my holiday tarot deal that I have. It's half off. And after that, the prices will go to the regular price. However, I do have only special clients that I serve. So I opened it up during the holidays to just do the video readings, and that's opened up to everyone. So just wanted to let everyone know about that. And don't forget, be gentle with yourself, because life is about the journey, not the destination. You are here now, my love. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is Empress Shay, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.
Is it really worth fighting for? I will give you everything and more. You ain't gotta hide, I see you behind your pride. You ain't gotta tell me, cause baby, you know that I know that you miss it. I know that you tell me that you miss it. Tell me that you and you know that you miss it. Baby, just admit it. Cause